the second award show of the season, the SAG Awards. Burnt orange into a pink, and not even a pink, but like what? How do you describe this kind of pink? Like, it's just so beautiful, almost neutral pink. It's just so beautiful. I love this color, and you know, this color on melanin just will work anytime. Yeah, her face is just like a gift from God. Let's just keep it 100 though. I mean, maybe he just wanted to like stop being so awkward backstage where it's like, oh, we just got awards but we can't really like compliment each other because of the cameras are here. He's like, no, I'm gonna grab her arm and I'm gonna say, congratulations, you deserve it. This is an amazing moment to share this with you on the same night at the same time, and like, I pray that, you know, maybe you could, you know, let's move past this. Like, I'm not even with this woman anymore. Like, we're in different stages. You're not with the guy that you were with. I think I should give you guys a little update on my life. If you came with a warning label, what would it say? What's up, you guys? It's your girl Kalima, and you are watching Kalima's Camera, where I help you get it on. Get your edutainment up, get your positivity up, and get your fashion up, because it is award season and it is the second award show of the season, the SAG Awards. One of my favorite award shows to watch, not really for the fashion as much as the awards given out. I mean, some of the most incredible movies and most respected talent have walked the stage and the carpet of SAG, and you know, to celebrate it,
since I wasn't there,
we gotta talk about some of these clothes. Now, just to get started, I was going to do a top 10 favorite looks, because on my last video for Golden Globes, I was talking about the outfits I hated and the ones that I loved. Turned out to be a 30-minute video. I was like, this cannot happen anymore, because if it's a 30-minute video, that means I cut it down from like almost an hour, and it takes about 4 or 5 hours just to cut it down if I want to like really analyze the best content.
Editors, you know what I'm saying?
I was like, you know what? I want to keep it positive. I don't want to ever like make someone feel like, you know, what their free creative choices were not acceptable to me or to anyone that I follow or any of my supporters. So I'm going to continue to keep up that positivity and yeah, I'll only talk about the top 10 favorite looks. But as Chrissy Teigen said in this tweet, honey, it was just so on point. She said, I love the SAG Awards. Everyone gets to wear their third favorite dress. And if that ain't the truth, because I could only come up with 5 favorite looks, y'all. I was like, I'm really trying to find a number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, but I just can't. And if y'all are wondering why Kalima is wearing a hoodie trying to review some fashion right now, it is because Grammy Awards is coming up, and last Grammy Awards in LA, it's a Grammy Award week, Grammy Award weekend, so she hit up the Warner Brothers party, and when I tell you, this hoodie is just so comfortable, and it's 1:12 in the morning. Y'all know how I do. I be, you know, gotta get in where you fit in, and I'm like, you know what, I can still review fashion because the girl is beat regardless.
period.
And for those of you who follow me at Kalima Kam TV, you already know she shuts it down, so I don't need to explain nothing to nobody. Keep watching so you can see how I review these fashion stuff. But before we jump into it, I think I should give you guys a little update on my life. I'm a pretty private person. For those who know me best, know that I am most certainly an extrovert. I'm a Sagittarius at heart. I am an extrovert, but I have been in the public eye for a long time. You know, everyone, especially in entertainment, who spend a lot of their time in front of cameras and being public figures, it's a written rule as well as an unwritten rule where you don't really express your next move. You kind of keep everything on the hush and you just let people see what you're up to. Like Beyonce just kind of drops an album, you know what I'm saying? No press, no, and even aside from the marketing side of things, just in life, you kind of keep it to yourself. But yeah, what's going on with me? You know what? There's this new, you know the face filters on Instagram where you can like, it'll show you your favorite McDonald's meal, or it'll show you what Disney character you are, and those fun little face things. Well, there's this new one called Quiz Me, or old one, I wouldn't know. And I just saved it. I was like, I'm gonna play it later, but one question that I thought was really good is, if you came with a warning label, what would it say? And maybe this is how I'll start, like, kind of like helping you guys get to know me a little bit better, is just answering random questions like this. If I came with a warning label, what would it say? Can be sensitively crazy, but also your best friend. I'm one of those people who, like, you know, when I get a little too sensitive, I can be a little, you know, like, I can react irrationally, and so people call that crazy. But I don't think I'm crazy. But I've had really close, like, the closest people to me be like, you have crazy moments, and I'm like, oh. And I'm someone who really, like, especially when it's coming from close people, because I analyze myself so much, when I get something that's out of that list of who I think I am, I'm like, you need to check yourself and be like, well, if you can't trust the people who love you to tell you the truth about yourself, then you know what I'm saying, you can't trust anyone, and you shouldn't be able to really trust your own self within your growth. So yeah, recently I was really disrespectful to a super close friend of mine, you know, not physically or verbally, but I got, like, in my feelings, and I unfollowed, and I know some of you guys might be like,
Oh, it's just Instagram, like, who cares? Like, following, who cares?
but, like, it's petty, you know. And I got in my feelings, and I unfollowed for like 30 minutes, and I pulled myself together. I'm like, girl, you are just going through a lot of things, and you are taking it out, and you need to reel it back in and follow him back, my bestie. Some of you know who that is. But yeah, and thank God for good friends who aren't going to, like, just disown you. Because if the tables was turned, I'd be like, I don't even know if I could trust this person, you know. So, you know, 2020 is not being crazy. It is about being cool, calm, and collected, holding it together, and making it every single day. The other thing about 2020 is we need to, like, stop obsessing over the future and where we're gonna be at right before 2021. But taking every single day as an opportunity to get to that vision board goal of 2020. That's what I'm doing, because the pressure of, like, thinking about the future too much, it just, you know, it can be a lot, and I can only do so much, and God and the universe has to do the rest. So I'm trying so hard to just be like, you know what, whatever's not in your control, there's someone else controlling it, and you've always been okay. At the end of the day, the track record shows that you have always been good. So, like, just keep it moving, just do your best, and hopefully you'll get a ring one day. And some cash flow that you don't gotta worry about, okay?
First things first.
Okay, we got Mr. Brad Pitt, you know what I'm saying? And Jennifer Aniston. Oh my goodness, these photos just went viral, honey, in like 2 seconds. I said this, he had the audacity to grab her hand when knowing that there's cameras everywhere. You know, people were just so happy to see them just even interacting in any sort of way to say, ooh, they're cool enough to have interaction, so maybe there's a chance. But y'all, I don't think so. I don't think it's for the cameras, because why would he care about the cameras? He's also been on camera saying that he hates the carpet. Not that he hates the carpet, but he kind of gave off the energy of, like, he verbatim said, I would rather be home than on a red carpet. And maybe he meant not just the red carpet, maybe he meant just in the public eye at all, like where they're just praising you consistently. I know it sounds like,
oh, why would you be upset with someone praising you consistently?
It can be overwhelming because you are just human. The man has 6 kids. Like, he's real regular guy, probably off camera, you know? So, and I think that's another thing about Jennifer. She seems like someone who is, like, probably a regular person behind the camera. Just a cool girl. Plus, she's probably one of his first loves at the height of his career. She was one of the real ones. And I think there's always going to be that connection where it's like Jennifer's going to be, if anything were to happen, I could turn to her and she could turn to me, even though he really disrespected her allegedly by cheating on her with Angelina Jolie. But now that chapter has closed, I mean, of course it's possible. I don't know if Jennifer would take that chance on her own heart to just go back into that. I do think it's good publicity, and at the end of the day, if a producer is looking to make a quick $20 million on a movie, they know who to cast real quick. Anybody wants to see a fake love story, just like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That was one of the best love story movies ever. But yeah, I don't know if this, I don't think it's a publicity stunt, but I don't think it's like something to read into. I mean, maybe he just wanted to like stop being so awkward backstage where it's like, oh, we just got awards, but we can't really like compliment each other because of the cameras are here. He's like, no, I'm gonna grab her arm and I'm gonna say, congratulations, you deserve it. This is an amazing moment to share this with you on the same night at the same time. And like, I pray that, you know, maybe you could, you know, let's move past this. Like, I'm not even with this woman anymore. Like, we're in different stages. You're not with the guy that you were with. But I think that it's more so just out of respect. Like, listen, congratulations on your award. And I think that she probably deserves that and so much more. And I can see, you know, you can kind of see it on her face where it's just like, wow, like, this is actually happening. I know a lot of women probably think, oh, I wish I had that closure. I wish I could just hear him say or hear him or see him give a little bit of like apologetic smile or like set like some sort of verbal closure of, I still care about you. I didn't mean to hurt you, and I'm really proud of you, and I'm still a fan and a supporter and a cheerleader for you. And I think it was one of those moments, and it was really, really, really beautiful to witness. And so that takes me right into this fashion, honey. Jennifer really retrieved herself, revived herself since the Globes. Y'all remember my review on that dress. I just wasn't really feeling it. And now she shows up on a carpet in like silk, white. I mean, let's be honest, with all of these lights and cameras, your body got to be ready for white silk just because it falls on every single curve. And I mean, it's stunning, it's beautiful, and it's effortless. That's what I think Jennifer's whole vibe is. Her hair is always going to be the same. It looks effortless. It looks like, okay, I always keep my part in the same place and I just let my hair fall. Even though, just so you know, she definitely has a colorist, you know, someone who fully makes her hair look absolutely perfect and effortless every single time. That doesn't mean she doesn't have amazing hair. She probably has naturally amazing hair, but she's going to make sure that she goes on that carpet and it looks naturally amazing. There is tutorials of that naturally amazing look. It's still a look. And so it really kind of complements the dress in the sense of like, this isn't effortless. I slipped this on. You don't look at that dress and you think, oh, she went through so much to like get into this dress, or like, oh, like what jewelry is she gonna put with the dress? Like, no, she was like, I'm just gonna be comfortable. And I think that's what she goes for, which also supports my like idea of like, she just seems like a really normal person. Look at me, like I'm normal, you know what I'm saying? Like I just, you know, sometimes you just want to be comfortable and like you don't have to be so over the top to prove that you're fashionable. Another favorite, one of my top favorites all the time, but definitely for tonight, was Zoe Kravitz in Oscar de la Renta Hunter. This color, this orange. She's kind of still keeping that Golden Globes vibe of just that like first lady, put together, really proper, really cute sort of look. You know, she went for polka dots, now she's going for the gloves. Like, she fully looks like, you know, just this prim proper girl when really she's like about to play Catwoman. She's like really just this rebel with a cause, and she's banging and she's fire and she's incredible in every single thing that she does. Yeah, her face is just like a gift from God. Let's just keep it 100. Those lips, I mean, dare somebody to be like, she got stuff done. Honey, this is all God sent. I can promise you that. Number 3, Reese Witherspoon. She killed it for the Golden Globes. I felt like it was, that all white number was simplistic but really cute. And I think this is the same thing. Simplistic and really cute for SAG. I love this structural look. You guys know I love a little bit of structure in any sort of dress, and I love how it almost looks stiff but perfect enough to shape her body and her boobs. And then I love that sort of like play with shapes, the angle of just that silver piece going across her chest. It's one of those things where it just is like, what kind of material is it? Because it sort of seems like almost like a metal, you know what I mean? Like it gives me that idea of like a heavy dress that sort of just falls perfectly on her body, so any body could kind of slip into this dress and it's heavy, like it falls onto her. It looks like something simple but like definitely heavy quality, you know. And by the way, you guys, this is in no specific order. Lupita Nyong'o Hunty. Really simplistic, right? Really cute. I'm always iffy about belts, but there's times when it's done right. Here is a time that it's done right. You know, she didn't necessarily need the belt. It's like a black belt, but like it doesn't bother me at all. And you know, this pattern, this floral pattern, it looks like some really, really nice material too. It looks pretty heavy. Not heavy, but it definitely looks like, you know, a quality like hand beaded type of dress, maybe custom. It's always fun to have a white and black moment, or white, black, and silver. I love how the dress wasn't completely in the floral pattern, and then there's just the white piece at the top, just sort of shaping her body at the top, which is really cute. Obviously the jewelry, the nails, she came, she knew she killed it. Super cute. And last but not least is Cynthia Erivo. I really pray I'm pronouncing her name right. This dress probably won, because y'all know, I feel like award shows is when you bring it. There's so many carpets here. For y'all who know me as a red carpet host, I cover a lot of the carpets here in Los Angeles, and there's carpets every single night, and several of them every single night. And yeah, like there's so many times where you can come in a really nice dress that's simple, but it's like, bring the gowns for the award shows, especially when it's gonna be nationally syndicated, you know what I mean? And this color is everything on that complexion. Also, I just watched Harriet, and you know, this is just like my moment type of dress. Like this is what you wear when it's like, it's my moment. For the Globes, I liked her dress. I had a couple things that I had to say, which y'all can go check the video out. Once again, links below. This color is absolutely everything. I love a nice ombre. Burnt orange into a pink, and not even a pink, but like how do you describe this kind of pink? Like it's just so beautiful, almost neutral pink. It's just so beautiful. I love this color, and you know, this color of melanin just will work anytime. But yeah, guys, those are my top 5 favorite looks. Like Chrissy Teigen said, there were a couple cute dresses, but it was clearly the 3rd favorite dress on the rack from the stylist. Like they weren't wow factors, really not worth mentioning as favorites of the night. Even though they may be some of my favorite people, you know, we gotta keep it real when it comes to the fashion. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye.